Kansas comes in as number 3. They had a tremendous year last season, finishing with 25 wins.
That total identified them as a team to be reckoned with in college basketball. I won't be surprised to see them reach or surpass that total again this season.
North Carolina starts the year as the 4th-ranked team. Their tournament last year came to an abrupt end with a loss in the second round, Clark.
It can be demoralizing for a team not to get past the first weekend of the tournament, but they've had all summer to forget about that loss and instead build on the positives from last season.
Syracuse is the number 5 team. This school has developed a reputation for having some of the most rabid fans in college hoops.
Walking into their building is going to be a tough proposition for a lot of their opponents. They can get that place rocking, and I wouldn't be shocked if they lose very few, if any, games at home this season.
Here's the next group of teams in our preseason top 25. What do you think of this group, Clark?
The upside of these teams far outweighs the downside. Expect at least half of these teams to finish the season in the top 10, and 1 or 2 of them have a chance to be right at the top.
The Memphis Tigers, the number 13 team, have stirred up a lot of talk in the offseason. Their total of 33 wins last season was remarkable.
Trying to live up to that record may be tough, but it's a nice problem to have. They're going to have to rack up a bunch of wins before conference play begins if they want to even come close to that total this season.
The Boston College Eagles, the number 12 team, have also generated a lot of interest. They'll be trying to build on last season's regular season conference championship.
No matter how many different pieces they have this year as compared to last, they'll go into this season with the attitude of we're the champs, and if you want the crown, you've got to go through us.
Okay, Clark, let's take a look at the teams that close out the preseason top 25 poll. What do you think of this collection?
This is a year, Greg, where I think a few of the teams on this end of the poll really stand out above the others. There are a handful of these teams that are potential sleeping giants.
The Connecticut Huskies, the number 24 team, probably deserve a closer look. They rolled to second place in their conference last year in the regular season.
As good as that sounds, I think it was a bit of a letdown for them. They wanted to come out on top, and they probably still have a sour taste in their mouths from not getting it done.
The Maryland Terrapins, the number 21 team, are also worth keeping an eye on. This team may lean on some untested players this season, but that might not be a bad thing, Clark.
A few of the players on this team who didn't get the chance to play quality minutes last season are poised to step right into the spotlight and have breakout years this season. You may not know their names now, but you will soon.
We've come to the part of the show when we look at the top players in the nation and unveil the list of our preseason All-Americans. There before you are the 5 first-team All-Americans as we begin the season, and what a list it is. What's your take on the first teamer at the top of the list, Clark?
Number 22 is a tremendous talent, Greg. What I like about him most is his ability to find the soft spot in an opposing defense and exploit it. And he can do it no matter how a defense chooses to play him. I have yet to see a team truly shut him down.
As for our next first-teamer, Tennessee is more than willing to go into battle with him, Clark.
Number 5 is really something special, Greg. There's plenty to like about him as a player. He's got that deadly combination of smarts and physical skills that makes him so difficult to defend. A coach's mentality in the body of a world-class athlete. Any questions as to why he's on the list?
Next up is a player that's drawing comparisons to some of the all-time college greats. The Florida Gators are fortunate to have him in their corner.
Number 2 is a first-teamer without a doubt. He has such versatility. He can take it and rake it, get down the court with the ball and make plays. He'll be a nearly impossible matchup for their opponents.
Let's move on to a player who's worked very hard to earn his spot on the list. The Florida Gators can depend on a solid effort from him each and every night.
Number 13 is the anchor of his team, and if they're going to the promised land, he's the one that's going to lead them there. We always talk about the guys with great hands. Well, he's got great feet. I love those happy feet. There are few players in the nation with better footwork than him, and that's what allows him to always be in the right position, whether it comes to rebounding or finding space for an open shot.
And finally, we have another superb player to round out the first team. The Ohio State Buckeyes will probably get used to seeing him make the impossible look ordinary.
Number 20 already has opposing coaches drawing up game plans designed to stop him, but it won't matter what they come up with. Give him too much room and he'll burn you off the dribble, or play him tight and watch him find a teammate for an easy hoop. One way or the other, he's unstoppable.
Now let's move on to the second team All-Americans. Not such a bad list, huh? These elite players all have the potential to have historic seasons if the right pieces fall into place. The Kansas Jayhawks have built their team around this young man's talent, and I'd say that's a pretty good idea.
Number 15 was a very hard player to leave off the first team. If I had to pick some front-runners for the Player of the Year award, he would be right there on the list. I've seen him take over games even when he isn't scoring 30. There are some great scorers among these All-Americans, and he's one of them, but he does much more than score.
The next player on the team is a sensational player in his own right. UCLA is in for a great year. He lives up to his potential.
Number 4 is someone you could look at as last season progressed and see his improvement on a weekly basis. I have no doubt he belongs on this All-American, and I think the sky's the limit for him this season.
Can all look forward to some very exciting highlights from this young man this year. The North Carolina Tar Heels are looking for a lot of production from him, and they probably won't be disappointed.
Number 3 has terrific skill in so many facets of the game. It isn't out of the realm of possibility to say that he might even be a little bit underrated. I know it seems far-fetched to say that about a preseason All-American pick, but I'm not sure people realize just what a huge year he's in for, Greg.
Our next All-American may have designs on the first team by the end of the season. Nevada has one of the most reliable go-to guys in the country in him.
Number 22 was one of the first players that came to mind when I was thinking of the top 10 players in the nation. The success of his team rests directly on his shoulders, and I believe he has the ability to take them all the way to the title.
And here we have the final player on our list of All-Americans, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Know who their fan favorite is going to be this year.
Number 33 is last but not least on the All-American list. His upside is higher than a lot of the other guys here because he has so much raw ability. He could jump to the first team this year if he harnesses all that ability into the complete package.
All right, Clark, thanks very much. Glad you could join us for the 2K Sports Season Preview. We hope you enjoy all the college hoops action ahead. So long, everyone.
It's time for College Hoops 2K7. The Texas State Wildcats take on the Clemson Tigers. We're really excited to bring you this matchup. Hello, basketball fans. We're here at Little John Coliseum. I'm Vern Lundgren, here with Bill Raftery and Bonnie Bernstein. Give us your take, Bill.
This is a terrific matchup at the small forward position. Number 32 is a supremely talented player. If you drive the lane when he's down there, you're taking a chance. He's an intimidating defensive presence. Number 1 is also a solid contributor at the small forward spot. He's got that special knack for finding the open man, and he can pick defenses apart. Both looking to lead their teams to a win. We'll see who succeeds.
The Tigers control the tip-off, and we'll get this one started. Swings it to the perimeter. Number 25. Number 42 gets the rebound.
What an offensive rebound. He's doing work on the glass at both ends.
That was a pretty blatant reach-in, Bill. The ref couldn't miss it.
And he didn't. I'm all for in-your-face, D, but play smart and don't step over the line.
Number 32 inbounds the ball. Dishes to the perimeter. From close range, the game's first basket was made by number 3.
Hits it with the kiss.
And it's controlled by Clemson. Number 32 powers down with the one-handed jab.
Why lay it in when you can send it in.
With the crossover. Number 23 shoots it, nails the tray.
They had plenty of time to look for a better shot, but he hit it, so I guess he knew what he was doing.
To the rim. Lay-in was good by number 3.
Having the big body between him and the hoop didn't faze him at all. Great shot.
Talk about taking the size difference out of the equation. The D can't be happy to see that. The quick shot was hit by number 25. Knocks it loose, but it's recovered by number 13. Number 23 puts it up. Number 32 grabs the rock.
Number 32 went after that rebound hard. Great work.
Last play off the mark by number 42. Number 13 gets called for the reach. That will be the second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Kick it out, kick it out.
Number 32 inbounds the ball. Number 3 has it on the perimeter. Number 23 is whistled for reaching in, and that's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Rotate, pick him up, pick him up.
Skip pass, low block. Stolen by number 21. Number 23 puts it up. Can't get the three-pointer to fall. Right around 13 minutes left in the half. Catches it out left. Number 3 lobs it to the left side. Pulls the trigger. Nice shot from the low block by number 40. A 7-point spread. And it's scooped up by number 42.
Number 42.
Oh, my. Send it in.
Stolen away by Clemson.
Number 42.
You're getting into a nice rhythm, and that's why they've got this lead.
The Bobcats will try to put a stop to this run. Perimeter takes the shot. No good on the 3 by number 23. Now let's check in with the third member of our team, Bonnie Bernstein. Bonnie?
Thanks, Vern. Before the game, I caught up with Coach Purnell of the Tigers, and he emphasized the importance of crashing the offensive boards and cashing in on those second-chance opportunities. With this team's ability to rebound, we should see that early and often.
Thanks, Bonnie. Number 2 ends it off. Number 24 knocks down the 3 on the fast break. Hardy defense leads to an open look.
The trifecta. What you gonna do? 2-4 go, 2-4 go.
Dumps it inside.
Number 7.
By number 40.
The Texas State coach saw something out there and he wants to make some adjustment. He burned his out to get his players' attention.
Knocked loose. Number 3 passes it to the top of the key. Number 32 backs in. Number 42 has it outside. That last triple off the mark. He swatted away. And they'll take over. Great D by number 21.
Terrific defense. That's what you want. Everybody with a nose for the ball, getting after it.
Number 2 with the shot. Off the mark with the 3 ball. Just over 11 minutes left in the half.
Number 42.
The shot was short, but he got the shooter's roll.
Nice job to convert from in close. He didn't mess around right there.
Number 42.
That last basket was buried by number 42. Number 23 throws it away out of bounds. And that will be a turnover.
Substitution.
These guys
on
are
the
having
court.
trouble with fundamental team play, Vern. As that turnover shows you, they don't have much in the way of chemistry at the moment.
Shoots. The jumper was buried by number 3. The Bobcats will try to put a stop to this run. Dumps it to the middle. Number 23 raises up. Can't